This is a message to Marco Huck. My dear countryman, we can do this. Well, I could have done this in our mother tongue, but anyway, it's better in English so everybody can understand. You have you are a warrior. You have been involved in some of the most exciting fights in the cruiserweight division ever. You have won a world title and held it for a long time. And now I think it's time for you to retire. I don't think there's anything more to win. I'm afraid. I don't think there is anything that you can gain from staying in in boxing. Yes, of course. I know it's sad when this comes, this moment when you realize I no longer have what it takes to compete in the top, in the elite level. And yes, of course, it is not easy to realize, but such this is the fact, this is the hard truth. You no longer have what it takes. You have spent your prime already on fighting because you fight as you do. You go all out. And that is, of course, something to admire and respect. But at the same time, this spends a fighter's prime quite early. It has taken your prime, obviously. Yes. Your performance last night was very good, I think, and quite admirable, knowing that you are no longer in your prime and that you simply were overmatched against a monster like Usyk. And but that also makes it more important for you to retire now. You have nothing to regret. You have had a very good career. You have been one of the few world champions in boxing from the former Yugoslavia, and that is also something to be proud of. In your time, there was only one more, of course, Felix Sturm, and we are very proud of both of you. Very proud. I want you to know that. But same as Sturm's time has run out. His time as a serious contender and champion, so has yours. And that's why I think you should retire to avoid a brain damage in future. You don't want to become one of those punch drunk people, former boxers that can't speak properly or that can't do, you know, all the things right, like writing their own name or putting their clothes on even. You don't want to be that. You don't want to become that. Of course. So, yeah, I think now you've had 46 fights, and that is a standard number for a fighter. So, if you retire now, it wouldn't be too early. You are almost 33 in 2 months, so that's a good age to retire at. I'm sure you know this, but I am afraid your pride will not let you retire just yet. Perhaps you won't be able to beat Usyk in anyway. Perhaps not. But all I know is this is a younger and fresher generation that is taking over in cruiserweight, like the other guy that you lost to recently, Briedis, and they have much less mileage on them, if you understand what I mean. And their time will come, of course, when they have to retire. But now it's your time to retire. So I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you make the right decision. I have enjoyed watching you fight for many years now. The first fight of yours that I have seen was in 2008 when you fought Jean-Marc Monroe's. Yeah. And it's a clear difference when I see you when I watched you last night. You landed some good shots, but you looked far less sharp and coordinated, and yes, your movement was not as good as before, or your speed. And that of course happens. That's so natural when you have had so many hard fights as you have. And yeah, you have now been stopped late in a fight 3 times, and that can also be dangerous for a fighter's health if they get stopped uh, many times enough in late rounds, because you take and take punishment and then you get knocked out. That's not good for health. So that's another reason to retire, because if you continue fighting, maybe you beat one or two guys that are under your level, and then you go on thinking, well, maybe I can beat one more good fighter, and then you get knocked out again in late rounds. You can, get serious damage from that. Of course, you are a very tough guy. Everybody knows that, but even the toughest guys can get brain damage if they take too much punishment, of course. So, as I said, I wish you the best of luck and health, and I hope you take the right decision and retire soon. Zdravo.